hopefully I don't die because I haven't died yet and I would like a flawless record on this map. Shoot, my armor. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I'm gonna die. No. Hey everyone, we're now on episode 33 of the Factorio 0.17 series. Last episode we made quite a bit of headway. Not only did we revamp the smelter setup for iron plate as well as steel, but we also got the initiation of trains. And that's where it's becoming in handy for this episode because we're going to be using trains to go ahead and start getting some uranium ore. Well, we're going to start the episode off with something that I'm kind of dreading. You'll see here I'm obviously in a huge swarm of some turrets, and that's because here's my uranium ore patch, and here are the biter nests right next to it. So I'm honestly not sure how I'm going to survive beating this, and oh crap. I'm getting attacked at home, oh my gosh. Looks like I'm gonna have to run all the way back there and take care of that before I move on, but I'm gonna have to take out those biter nests up there to the north before I can even have a hope of tapping into this uranium ore patch. So give me a second, I'll take care of those biters, and then we'll be right back to get started. Alright, so here's the plan. We have these 3 gigantic biter nests just right here. They're all kind of grouped together. I think if I take my tank, which I think is getting lost in my swarm of turrets here, it would be too cumbersome, too slow, and the biters would inevitably just catch up to me. So, plan B, since I won't be using the tank at least to start off with, will be to hopefully outrun them with 3 exoskeletons that I have in place. Ideally, I would have the upgraded armor suit, but I don't have that yet. I don't have modules yet, so I cannot get that until I do get modules produced. And crap, I'm still getting attacked over there. Sorry about that, you guys. It should stop here in just a second, I believe. But, point being, I hopefully can outrun them. I've got slowdown capsules on me as well to help me be a little bit quicker than them. I've got poison capsules. I've got cluster grenades. I have, of course, my backup swarm of turrets to run into to kite them around, and I've got some other defender capsules, so hopefully I don't die because I haven't died yet and I would like a flawless record on this map. So let me save here real quick because if anything I can always instead of running all the way back here to recover my body, I will just reload the game. So let me do that real quick. Let's hopefully have this stop here, and then we'll get started. I'm gonna turret creep a little bit closer. Not that I think this will really do much. Oh, I forgot I have my, oh nope, I can already hear him. I have my Robo Bay disabled. Oh shoot. Because I needed to make room for my other laser turret. I guess, here goes nothing. Oh god. For Valhalla! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! I'm already running out of power. Running out of power. This is bad. This is really bad. Oh gosh, I'm getting swarmed. I have fish. I have fish. I can't forget the fish. Alright. Okay. Let's just kite. Hopefully we have enough power. Thankfully we haven't aggroed the other 2 big ones yet. Alright, we have a 20th of it broken so far. Oh god. Give it everything you got. Oh shit, shit, ball, shoot. Sorry, for swearing, sorry. Oh my god. Ooh. It hurts so much. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, oh, I feel like holding my breath this whole time. We haven't died yet. Oh gosh, but my armor is running. My armor thingy is running low. That's really bad. I may have to like stop and let my armor recharge because I don't have a portable fusion reactor yet, so I'm very poor. My armor sucks. Okay, so let me take a break. We're doing okay so far. Let me just like relax a second here. That actually, I'll be honest, I'm surprised I didn't die. But we still have round 2 to go. We'll have to wait for my armor to recharge and then we'll go back in again. About to start round 2. This is all that I was able to clear. I still have like 90% of it left. This is ridiculous. But round 1 went okay. My suit is mostly charged again. Let's repair this a little bit here. Looks like I'm already in range of something to attack this stuff. Or maybe I just forgot to repair it from round 1. This is scary as hell. Alright, here goes round 2. Oh shoot. Oh gosh, this is horrible. Oh no. Fish. Why am I dying? Oh, I'm so glad I remember the fish. Oh, look at them. They're so green. Okay, now's our chance. Go in there. Oh, I'm so gonna die. Make your bets now. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, I think this slow, like, run up and nuke. Oh! Shoot! I was about to say, I think that strategy is working, but then I nearly died. I don't want to die. Oh, I need nukes so badly. I can't wait to get nukes. Alright, the far right patch is maybe 33% done, like a third of the way done or so. Something like that. I've still got plenty of, not armor, but ammo, I think. Just play it cool. Shoot, my armor. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. I'm gonna die. No. Get in here. Oh my god. I was so close to death. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm gonna wait for my stuff to recharge and then we'll do round 3. Oh my god. Well, attempt number 3 has come and gone. I would say that it was successful. I went in there this time with cluster grenades, which proved to be much more effective than I realized. I also continued with my explosive rockets and used a couple of my distractor capsules and destroyer capsules and things like that. But the job is not done yet. I still have 2 more big biter nests, this one and this one, to get rid of. And then I think after that we might do this little one over here, but I think once that is all said and done, we should be able to claim the uranium ore territory. In between cuts, I also went back to base and I did a couple things with my armor where I substituted the 3rd exoskeleton out for an extra shield and 2 batteries, which have helped a little bit with my longevity. But it's been going okay. Obviously, a lot of death and destruction. So I'm gonna wait for this to charge up a little bit more, and then we'll try the next 2 biter nests. Alright, I know I'm not fully charged, but I'm growing impatient. I've already been at this for like an hour, so let's just keep going and inching our way closer and closer, and use those sweet, sweet cluster grenades. No, 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 wait, 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 wait. Well, that came out of nowhere. Damn it. I guess that was to be expected at some point. Well, let's reload. Okay, trying this again. I think earlier, like as in a cut ago, I got cocky. Let's not do that again. I trusted my cluster grenades too much. Big mistake. Noob mistake. Alright, the last nest is almost done, so I think it's time to bring out the big guns. Hopefully we can afford to get away with using the tank. If I can get it out of here, rather. Let's start full armored health, though. But I'm hoping this will finish picking off the last of the worms and the biter nests themselves. I am worried about getting swarmed, though, which is why I didn't start off with a tank to begin with, and I just kind of went in on foot. But let's see how it goes. Finally, the 3 big biter nests are killed. So that just leaves a couple smaller ones here to the south, but I think at this point, now I can start kind of putting down some miners over here at the uranium ore section. I still have to figure out a way to get some sulfuric acid over here, but I think that will be done via barrels, and then we can just unbarrel it over here once we have the train come to the uranium ore patch. So after I do the miners onto the patch here, I think at that point I'm going to have to add some more train tracks, probably branching off of this area over here. We'll clear a couple more biter nests over here, and then it'll kind of wrap around. I'll hopefully leave this pretty well defended at that point, but that is the plan. So give me just a couple of minutes to regroup, and then we'll be back for that. Well, as you can see, I ended up putting in the rail, and now I have a protected area around a new uranium ore patch. It hasn't been turned on yet because I do need to figure out a way to get sulfuric acid there, but I am planning, like I said, on doing it via barrel. So I'll have barrels come into, I think, probably this wagon here. The full barrels will come into this assembly machine, get emptied, and then flow into these pipes here to turn on the uranium ore mining. So I do need to figure out a train station for back at the main base, though, because we will have to have an area for the uranium ore to get unloaded, and then how the uranium ore is going to be getting fed into the cars, into the areas that they need to go. Or I suppose I can have bots deliver it, just like I have a couple bots doing that here for now, just to supplement my delivery of items a little bit here. But primarily, the 238, which is the Dole Rocks, as my friend JD likes to say, will be coming into these boxes here, and those will be getting used in the ingredients for the uranium ammo and the uranium explosive shells and stuff like that over here. And then as far as the nukes, we'll need uranium-235 getting over here, and the nukes will be made in these last two machines over here. So that is the plan. But before we get to actually putting in recipes into those assemblers and having it, we don't even have it researched yet. The next step is just to get a train unloading area for the uranium ore to come into. We will have to worry about where we put the Kovarex enrichment and uranium processing factory, which I don't think that will be a huge deal. We will, of course, though, need iron plate at some point. I can't remember exactly what that goes into. It goes into, oh, I don't know. Don't quote me. It goes into something. We'll need nuclear fuel, which will require rocket fuel, which we don't even have built at all at this point. So we have some things that we'll need eventually down the line. But in terms of the train station, I'm debating putting it like right here-ish, because in this area here, I imagine we'll do upgrades for copper plate production and maybe stone brick or something like that over here. We already have the lines coming in via trains right here. We can have it just easily exit right here as well. So I think that would be the easiest thing to do just to get started. And then it's really not the end of the world just to either belt it coming or going from the general area over here for the products that are needed. So with that said, we'll need a 2-4, meaning a 2 locomotive, 4 wagon train setup. So let me just borrow from this train station over here. So I want to copy the, I don't know if I want to do the circuitry as well. Probably not. So let's just copy, oh heck, we'll do the whole thing. We'll do the whole thing. And then we'll just modify it how it needs to be fixed. I do think I will do some proper balancing at some point here. And then let me make sure I have it lined up properly. So that's where it needs to go, like that. I want to make sure I give myself plenty of room for once. So we'll put it right there. And this will just be for pure unloading of the uranium ore, as well as loading of the barrels. So let's get rid of like the circuitry and stuff like that. I think we'll just redo some of this. We can keep that there. This will need to get hooked up into the main line. Some of my rail signals will need to be changed because now I need a chain signal right there, chain signal right there. This can go like that. This can no longer fit. So we'll just keep this as a block right there. Okay. Oh, we are within bot range. Oh no, we're not. We're not quite within bot range to fill in or have the bots fill in a report. So I will make one just in my pocket while we're working on this. Okay, let's see. So, where are we getting attacked? Oh, crap. This spider nest has been a problem lately. I do want to kind of just start over. So let's just start over with all of the boxes and stuff like that. I don't want any messy wires anywhere. We're just gonna start fresh. Okay, so we can build a train station while we're here. That's been installed, good. Let's connect it up to power so that the bots in the network can start helping us. Oh boy. Always biters. But anyway, so we were starting fresh. We've got 39 steel chests on us. Okay, then boxes go on the outside of the inserters on both sides. And then another inserter on both sides. And then we do underground belt stuff. So we'll have the products feed from left to right. So, ooh! Why did it... Oh, no! Stop! No, move along. Move. along. Shoot. All right, change this name immediately. Oh boy. Okay, that was a mistake. I did not realize. I'm sure I knew this because it's one of the patch features, but I did not think about it at the time that it would be copying the train station name as well. That's a bummer. Okay, so now we can copy this. Let's just copy the, not the rails. There we go. So it fits perfectly like how I want. And one more. Okay, so the one here at the end, though, we'll have to change because this one, we're going to be having loading of, of the barrels and unloading of the empty barrels. I think we'll do that via bot. I'm still not quite within bot range, though, am I? All right. Bots should be in range to put another thing there. So we can do... let's do loading from this box. We'll do unloading from that box. And heck, let's just do it on the other side too, to improve throughput and make the balancing a little bit easier for me. Whoops. Like that. Okay, good. Whoops. I'm going to be using active provider boxes, which is the purple one here. What that does is it forces any item that is within this box to be expelled from it via bot. So that way we don't get accidental overflow in here, preventing no emptying from the cargo wagons. It'll all be forced out of here, so there will always be room for empty barrels to go into this box here from the cargo wagon. And then we'll be able to make room for other empty barrels, so it prevents clogging, basically. Let's continue the power here, and oh, there and there, getting rid of the wires. Okay, well, no need for a cap on these for now. Bots should be coming to help out, put some stuff in just a second here. But we'll start requesting some barrels. We want these. I'm going to request 20 per thing because I think I have the cargo wagon divvied up so there will be 40 barrels at a time. I'm not sure if that will be too much or too little. Only one way to find out, and that will be testing it. Okay, but the products for the uranium ore will come like this. So one nice thing about how the unloading station is here is that between these underground belts and how I have the lanes join up with each other, it does kind of automatically balance itself, which is really convenient. Coal will be coming in there eventually. And the train is actually all the way over here. So let's send it on its way. We'll have it go to uranium ore drop off. And we want a couple conditions. So we want, let's see. We want barrels greater than or equal to 40. We'll double check the conditions once it actually gets here. We want, for sure, item count of no empty barrels. Less than or equal to 0 is how I'll set that. We'll make that an and condition. So that way we have to wait for both conditions to be met before it will leave the train station. Oh, let's see. And then item count. We'll do that less than or equal to 0. So that way it's empty. Let's start with this for now. That way all of those have to be met. Okay, sure. That will be on its way here in just a minute. By the way, I'm already this early into the train game. I'm trying to put colors to the train locomotives, and I'm using actually the, oh no, am I out of power already? Dang it. I'm gonna have to walk all the way up there, give it some fuel. But I am using the recommended train colors that are done via, oh, I can't remember what websites, I think FACTORIO or something like that. But they do have a recommended list of colors to keep track of everything for trains, which is really convenient. So that's how I'm basing the colors off of. But anyway, so this is where we're going to have the uranium ore drop off. This might be overkill for the unloading belts. I could maybe take off a couple belts here. But in terms of where this is going to go, I plan on using my handy uranium thing, which I also used in the multiplayer series with JD. Is this the right one? I think so. I think this is it, but I will use this one. Here we go. I do not yet have beacons, but one day I will. And since we have the room, we might as well just place it... Oh, that's too long that way. We could do it up here, I suppose. Just in case I wanted to make room for more train stations over here, but I'll have all this room here at the bottom. Oh, why not? Let's just put it here for now, make my life easy. We can always move this in the future if needed. We'll do right there, just to make room for some balancing here if needed. I'm not sure if we'll need that. This is quite the complicated blueprint. There's lots of smarts, circuitry, combinators in here that I could not explain to you. I know that when I tried this in the multiplayer series, we were missing a wire which broke the factory, so I'm going to be keeping an eye out, making sure that this actually works this time. You certainly don't need a factory to be this complicated to do Covarex enrichment processing, but I do like this because it's creative, it prevents jamming, and if you have the opportunity to use combinators and make it a little bit more intelligent, I say why not. But the uranium ore comes through the centrifuges first. The uranium ore gets processed. It has like a less than 1% chance of getting processed into the shiny rocks, as JD likes to call it, which is the uranium-235. The majority of the time, it'll spit out as uranium-238, which are these duller colored rocks, like I mentioned. Half of the rocks come on one side of the belt here, the other half on the other side, and then they make their way into the smart portion of the factory where those said rocks turn into fuel of some kind. We've got a couple centrifuges here for recycling of the empty uranium fuel cells. We have nuclear fuel production over here. Basically, it'll be a pretty smart system, hopefully. This point here, these 5 for the Covarex enrichment process play an important purpose because they help to provide a more consistent production of the uranium-235 versus just the uranium ore smelting alone. So that's why we need both uranium ore smelting and Covarex enrichment processing. Oh, that was a lot of talking right there. Hopefully you guys are still paying attention. Okay, let's... Oh, I need to give that train some fuel. Before we do that, let's hook this into it, and then we'll be able to make sure everything's working. There's fuel. I'll need to add some more robobays to be in the network here, because I could have bots supply me the rocket fuel eventually when we get to needing it, as well as the iron plate, which goes into something. I still can't remember what it goes into. Oh, I don't know. Wait a minute. When did I get beacons? When did I get beacons? Do I have... I mean, obviously I do, but... Where are beacons getting produced? Do I have a lot? And do I have the electricity to supply it? Wow! Holy smokes, I have almost 500 beacons already? No way. Good on me. Not that I have any modules to go in the beacons, so this is really just going to be an electricity dump for a little while. But I will take it. So we were back to balancing. This is 3 times 1, 2, 3.5. So that's 11, no. Yeah. 11 belts to balance. I think there's no way I'm going to use 11 belts, so let's change this up a little bit here. All right, now we're just going to be using 4. We'll get rid of that. Get rid of that blueprint since I don't need it. We'll fix this up here and redo it. There we go, there we go. All right, a little bit more manageable to have just, let's see, that's 8 belts now. Much better. In fact, I have a belt balancer book here. We can do an 8 to a 2, which will look like this. There we go. Now I just have to connect it up. Then I have to walk all the way back to that train that is stopped somewhere in the wilderness. And then we'll be able to turn everything on and just kind of hope it works, which I think it will, but we'll for sure find out. All right, gonna be putting in fuel. Hopping in. We're gonna make our way to the factory and hopefully stuff should be getting started. Obviously we have no uranium ore to bring back yet because we haven't brought the sulfuric acid via barrel to the actual uranium ore patch. But once we get to the factory, we should hopefully see one of the wagons start to fill up with the sulfuric acid. Yes, I believe that to be true. We have 20 ready to go in this box, another 20 in this box. That should fill up theoretically. Which... Oh, wrong. Wait, hold on. Set that to manual. Get out of whatever mode I'm in. Shoot. What happened? Oh, okay. I'll have to be a little bit smarter about how I have this one set up. So this, we only want to unload the actual uranium ore. Or, as you noticed, oh, let's steal this. We have to put filters on these too. Or it'll accidentally take out what it might just have already put in. There we go. That should be problem solved now. Good. The sulfuric acid is staying in there. This is how I have it set up. Like I said, I'm not sure if that will be over or under what we need. I'll steal those, steal these. Give them back into the boxes here. All right, but let's head on our way. Let's make sure we have fuel, which looks like we do. We should be good to go. I'll plan on meeting you guys back at the uranium ore patch. All right, just now landing at the station. We've got the barrels working. Oh, shoot. Here's another situation where I just wasn't very smart. Empty barrels, let's soak those up. Because I didn't mean for any empty to get in there. Put those back in. This only wants to unload full barrels. Okay. I may not have... Ooh. Does not look like enough sulfuric acid. So I maybe want to double it. Let's do that. So that means I have to change my conditions a little bit here. So 1, 2, 3, or yeah. I'm trying to think. How much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so it's 2,000 ore per train. 2, 4, 6, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 6800. Okay, I had this wrong anyway. Greater than or equal to 6800. That should work, and we'll have this set to barrels greater than or equal to 60. Is that how many I have in here now? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 91, 10, 20. Oh, 120 actually, so double that. Greater than or equal to 120. All right. I think that condition looks a little bit better. We may have to change something back at the base. Oh, and this isn't hooked up. So let's do that. We'll help these guys out. Not that I have enough sulfuric acid to work these anyway. In fact, like only a small portion of them are working. So that's disappointing. But we'll get these kinks ironed out eventually. A little bit is better than nothing. So let's hop in. Let's just head back to base. We know that this technically works. Like I said, it's not perfect, but working is all I need for now, and then we can iron out the small details a little bit later on. We'll send this back to base. We might have to do a little bit more biter killing, which I'm so sick of, since that's like all I did for 2 hours or so. Oh, look at that. But let's head back to base and make sure that the unloading station works. We made it back. We survived. It's unloading. We're going to be getting our first bit of uranium ore processing in any minute. Here we go, our first rocks that will get used and eventually turned into ammo and uranium processing. We are still missing the centrifuges that go here, which is okay because we don't have the uranium-235 to go into CoverX enrichment processing anyway. So we're going to have to wait for the first 40 uranium-235 to build up, which will take quite a while. But let's change this cap to 30 along with this box over here. Although maybe I should do 60. Let's do 60 apiece, since I had my math wrong to begin with anyway. Bots will active provider these guys out of there eventually. I think that's good. We've obviously got to make several trips of our uranium ore before we're going to get much out of this, but I think this will be considered a partial, not even a partial, this is a success in my book. Let's just put in some rails here so that this train knows where to go. Fix that. Fix that. This block now is too short, so I'm just going to leave that as it is. This block might need to be lengthened a little bit. That's okay. That block is just fine. All right, but with that, we're going to call it. It's been quite one hell of an episode. My first death took place today. We got our first CoverX enrichment process started via uranium ore processing today. So hopefully we'll also be getting our first bit of uranium ammo here pretty soon. But either way, thank you guys for joining me on this crazy death-filled episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll plan on seeing you guys next time for episode 34, when hopefully we'll be working on some modules soon.